the fast 5 things you need to know. We'll start your day off swirly, it's the toast. I sound amazing.
Welcome back to the Toast and happy Friday. Things we did that Friday. Hello. Oh, it's 2016 again. Friday.
Things we did, second full week of the year. What's that? Oh,
like,
with the
remember when
mustache?
everyone was doing mustaches in 2016?
Oh, like barely.
What? That's like a core tenet of 2016. Like everybody had a fake mustache. Oh my God, are you even a millennial? You know what I'm talking about? Yes. Like, yeah, mustache, yeah.
Okay, mustache.
Do you know how many pictures we had on Facebook? Like you were always doing this like.
I was not. I don't think I was participating in mustache, but that doesn't mean that it wasn't real. It wasn't real to you.
Bitch. Now, I want to say something. I have to say this. And I literally, like, when I woke up today, I'm like, remind, because I always want to say stuff on the podcast. And then, of course, I forget. Do an amazing episode. And then, like, the one thing I wanted to say, we didn't say. It absolutely bears mentioning that I did not see one comment. And I looked of anybody saying that they absolutely like can't miss an episode of the Mel Robbins podcast. I just want to say.
What I did see was people saying Mel Robbins just went on Good Guys.
I know. And I knew that
when you said the smallest, tiniest shows she could find.
Oh, to be clear, I was not talking about the Good Guys.
Yeah.
Like if I'm Mel Robbins and I want to be successful, I'm going on the Good Guys.
Yeah, and we've never said the Good Guys isn't successful.
We hate them because they're successful.
It's true. If they weren't successful, we wouldn't even notice them.
No, we literally hate them because we ain't them.
We are jealous of their success.
Oh, was that not clear? Like,
yeah, no, I think people thought we were throwing shade, but we actually weren't throwing shade in the way that you thought we were throwing shade.
And I was not talking about the Good Guys when I was talking about Mel Robbins. And I just thought I have no issue with Mel Robbins. I think overall, like, her purpose is a good one, right? She's not like, hurting anyone.
Do you feel as though you let them?
No, I wish. Like, and I do feel like the let them theory is a little bit flawed.
Okay.
Because, like, I could let them, but, like, some people need to stop. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And of course, not every issue in the world is mine to take on, but like with personal relationships, friends and family, like maybe you shouldn't let them because maybe they are at a harm and risk to themselves.
Perhaps. I feel like I really let them.
I think you do too. Kelty coined not the let them, but the F them theory. And I feel like I definitely subscribe more to that.
Yeah. I think I'm like kind of a Mel Robbins swirly. Like I just so let them. It's like my philosophy that you can't really change people. And like you can only change how you react to people. Is that what Mel said?
Oh, I don't know.
Is that what she has said?
I don't know anything about the let them theory beyond like we're just letting them.
Yeah.
Right.
To what end? I don't know.
Now, you swirlies might be wondering why both Jacquie and I are wearing a cashmere sweater. I'm wearing like a dual neck. Mm-hmm. Jackie's wearing an ascot, I think we're calling it, right? Or just like a scarf.
Wearing a scarf. A lot of reasons for the look today. A couple factors went into it.
The first is that it's the 40s.
It's freezing in Florida, which is so amazing. I live like
horrible
365 days for the two where it drops below 50 in Florida. It's so exciting. This is my thickest sweater set.
I was such a commuter today. Like I got in the car freezing, like warming up my car. And then when I got here, I didn't want to get out because I had my heated steering wheel on. Like I was such a regular girl.
I used my tushy warmers. I forgot I have a heated steering wheel.
I didn't even know how to put it on. BMW just said, would you like it? Like it's on. I said, thanks.
Wow. And then I am wearing a little scarf around my neck because we are playing Mahjong today. So I was like, oh, how could I enhance my look today? As we were saying, I like to add a little trinket or something. I can't wear a hat with like this collared cashmere sweater.
To the Mahjong party tonight.
So I'm wearing a little scarf and I thought it added a little something extra, don't you think?
I do think. Je ne sais quoi.
A little je ne sais quoi. I'm excited for Mahjong.
Me too. I'm a little bit nervous because, I talk a big game and I realize that everybody down here plays a version of Mahjong a little bit differently than me. I play with futures. If you guys know Mahjong, like it's just a way of playing. Now, playing without futures is, I think, how most people play. But, I learned the Moroccan style from my guru, Esther Chitri.
And
so,
your Moroccan roots.
Correct. Don't forget about that olive skin tone. So I've never played without futures. And I think people down here play without futures. It's not that different. But, I talk a big game. Yeah, I've been playing since the 6th grade. And meanwhile, I'm not going to be able to play because I don't know what the fuck you guys are doing. So it'll be like, I'm excited.
I wonder if everyone has Mahjong imposter syndrome.
I think that they do it. So, unless you're of Asian descent and you've been playing for generations and your family. I think people who just pick it up, I think everybody's insecure about it.
Okay. Well, let's see how the game goes today.
Hopefully, the other bitches we're playing with are insecure too.
Yeah, and we can just be honest about how we're feeling.
Yeah.
I was on the road this morning and a new fear was unlocked.
Let's hear it.
I saw someone get pulled over And it was very low key. Like we were all sitting at the stoplight. The police officer was to my right. I noticed that he was there.
Of course.
So I just noticed that. And then as we started all driving green, he turned his lights on. And the person in front of him just pulled over. And I'm like, how would I know if it's meant for me? Like, how do you know who the police officer wants to be pulling over?
It's a good question. In that particular scenario, it's really weird. Like,
It
I don't know.
sounds like I looked and it was a she. It sounds like she knew she did something wrong. In that moment, I was like, okay, my registration is up to date. Thank God it never is. My seatbelt's on.
Yeah.
10 and 2. I was dancing a little bit. I stopped.
I don't know. It feels like the girl was pulling over to get out of the way so the police officer could like go find his real suspect. She ended up being the suspect.
It was the two of them, but like she just sort of like claimed it. Like, oh, I guess this is for me. She didn't even like give him a couple paces to like confirm. He didn't even turn on wang.
So, there is a first for everything. And I have never been pulled over. I've, of course, been in the car when Ben's been pulled over or someone else. I myself have never been pulled over. And I know like at some point it is going to happen. I don't think people go throughout. I think most people on the road like have been pulled over at least once. And I'm always like prepared, of course. Yeah. I do hope that it does happen on a day where like I am looking pretty because I'm sorry, like the world we live in, I do feel like you're less likely to get a ticket when you're pretty. I do also hope that perhaps that cop's wife is a toaster and he recognizes my voice. I do think that like that might be a possibility. We have a lot of Leos, law enforcement officer wives.
My fear, if I get pulled over, like I'm ready to take ownership and accountability for whatever it was that I did. My fear is not knowing that it's for me.
A real issue for many
like
Americans.
I don't know how I'm going to know that I'm the one that needs to be pulled over until he literally has to get out the megaphone. White Tesla,
right?
Pull over.
I feel like when it happens to you, you'll know. Yeah,
you fucked up.
When you know, you know.
I think it's like you fucked up.
And it's so important that your disposition be like holding space for accountability. And I think like where my husband can improve, because I have been with him, Ben has this thing and he's gotten better with it and he hasn't gotten pulled over in many years. But, you're supposed to be like, what's the problem, officer? Oh, I did? I'm so sorry. I had no idea. It won't happen again. And Ben says those words, but his tone is
defensive.
What did I do?
No.
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Okay. I'm like, Ben, you're being so rude. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm being so nice. I'm like, do you know what nice means? He's so defensive, but also like condescending. That was like the one time it happened. I'm like, girl, you have got to be nicer. And I think when we were pulled over, it was in New Jersey, which is so much scarier because in New Jersey, you get pulled over by a state trooper.
Yeah.
In New York, it's like a traffic cop. I don't know. They just don't scare me. New Jersey with the hats. Oh my God. And we were on the highway. So the guy had to come over to the passenger side to talk to us. So I felt like I was the one being pulled over. I'm like, I'm just here for the ride.
It was about you. He just wanted to talk to you.
And I wasn't looking my prettiest, so we did get a ticket.
What had you, speeding?
Obviously.
Obvious.
And then like 2 years later, Ben went to the DMV to renew his license and they were like, sorry, we can't renew your license. It's suspended. And Ben's like, what are you talking about? They were like, you have had a suspended license for like a year. And Ben had no idea. I guess he got like 11 points. Like it was like he's gotten like 2 enormous tickets that at some point you get enough points, they revoke your license. But he hadn't updated his address or anything, so they sent the address to his like old parents' apartment. So he was driving with a suspended license for like a year. That's my husband.
King. My king.
My king.
Well, other than that, it's been a really great week.
It has. I can't lie. It's been a great week. I'm happy for it to be over. That's not to say that like I didn't enjoy the week, but it was still a week.
Yeah, and next week is a shorty because it's MLK Day, so we are off on Monday.
Of course.
So we have a long weekend to enjoy.
Just in case anybody might have been confused as to whether there was a show on Monday or not. Of course there's not.
Of course there's not. We're going to not miss the first holiday of the year.
Not only that, it would be disrespectful.
Oh, of course.
We obviously honor
MLK.
Of course.
Like, duh.
You don't?
Who would want us to do a show?
Somebody disgusting. So... yes, it's a short week next week. I didn't even think about that. What should we do? Clam bake? Trips to the Cape?
Yeah, we have to make a plan.
We do.
Like maybe a barbecue?
So glad
I was
you
thinking
brought
like
that up.
Sunday night, like maybe a barbecue at my place.
Love that idea.
Because we don't have to like wake up early.
Completely inspired.
Okay.
Maybe like pool. Because it's finally supposed to be nice again
Okay.
starting on Sunday.
Okay.
I love a barbecue.
Okay. So you're in.
Oh, I'm so in, bitch.
My barbecue.
Yeah, if you're like hosting,
So
procuring.
I guess like let's move forward with it. It means I have to like probably get meat today.
Ben's at the kosher grocer right now.
Oh my God.
Yeah, of course he's making a recipe. Like,
Oh, what is he making? What he made yesterday looked so good.
you know, I have to say, because I'm always clowning on Ben, he made this Chinese chicken salad inspired recipe because it's like a really popular thing, Chinese chicken salad, but he made a Chinese chicken slaw. So it was like a coleslaw salad. Obviously I didn't eat it, but he made the chicken separately. It was like schnitzel, like a breaded cutlet. And he chopped it up, left it out of the cutting board, and then he like went to the bathroom or something, and I went in there and had a couple of pieces of the chicken. Oh my God, you guys. Don't tell him I said this. I've never had better chicken in my whole life. In my entire life than this chicken.
It looked really good.
If
And
you
that's
wanna
my
know what his
favorite
secret-
kind of salad, like with cabbage.
If you want to know what the secret was for the chicken, you know, you do egg, flour. He didn't do flour, he did cornstarch. That shit was so crispy. Yeah, I know. Like, none of this means anything to me, but
Someone out there
Yeah.
wants to know. Did you see what I posted on Instagram yesterday? These like new AI food videos. Have you seen them?
no, I'm getting AI food videos of like babies made out of orange slices eating orange slices.
Oh, I've seen those.
Love.
Now I get like cooking tips and life tips. It's like an onion being like, hey, I'm a white onion. Don't put me in something cooked. They're like food ingredients yelling at you, telling you how to cook them. I'm a steak. Let me rest 15 minutes before you cook me. And it's hysterical. I see so many of them. I send a bunch of them to Ben because I just like think they're funny. But I just want to like share with the class. Is anyone else experiencing these videos? I'm really enjoying them and I'm learning a lot.
I had not seen them before you posted, although that doesn't mean like I'm not the target demo
Yeah.
for it. But that's where AI is a beautiful thing.
It is. It's really a beautiful thing. I'm learning a lot. Last night I made Ina's lemon chicken recipe, which was one of the first recipes I ever made when I like started cooking years ago. I made it like in my old apartment. And it's just so funny now that I'm more experienced, how much
Not up to snuff?
well, one, that it was okay. It wasn't like so amazing. But two, like how much quicker it takes me to make it. It was
That's
like
really
a nothing
true.
recipe. Like
Yeah.
when I made that, it was like my big Shabbat.
Right.
And now it's like, it's a couple of chopped garlic cloves and a white wine.
You be kind to your former self.
Oh, for sure.
She was doing her
Queenie.
best.
Queen Alish.
Queenie of the week. Oh, today's Friday. We are doing Queenie and Weenie of the week. And for kind of a historic week, I had such a hard time thinking of a Weenie, but the Queenie came to me real quick.
I had two Queenies. I'm going to share them both.
Okay,
Queenie
should we just be positive this week?
A Queenie in each hand.
That's beautiful. Now,
Me and you.
what else? I had to tell you guys. Okay, so Jackie was helping me place an order on Amazon for like new children's books because I've just ended up with like some rogue books here and they're horrible. And I ordered a couple and I want to talk about them.
You know, this is my favorite subject and I've been begging you for years.
I love you till the cows come home. That was your recommendation. I don't feel like it passes muster. I just want to let you know. Having said that, the next book, like, you know, I can't read I Love You Forever because it makes me cry. Giraffes Can't Dance makes me cry. Like, I fucking love this book.
I'm dancing. Yes, I'm dancing. Oh, I'm dancing, Gerald cried.
Oh, Gerald, you're so weird. Oh my God, when they called Gerald weird, like, I'm not okay.
Yeah.
I love this fucking
Protect
book.
Gerald at all costs.
Protect Gerald. Ben could not. He was, I forget what he was doing, but he was like not in the bed reading the book with us. He was just like peripheral, like, you know, going through his backpack or something. And he like picks his head up. We all can dance to music that we love. He was like, I love this fucking book. And that's the book Andrew Schultz recommended to you. And, you know, books are so personal. He was saying, I remember him saying Giraffes Can't Dance. I'm like, that book sounds horrible. You guys, this fucking book. Listen to the breeze. Like, it's hard for me not to get emotional while reading this book. And of course it's about dancing and music, but it's really not. It's a larger message. And Ben and I were actually having a
As
conversation.
most books are.
We were having a conversation after we put Ruby down. Like, what is the message of the book? Of course it's about dancing, but it's about so much more than that. It's about individuality.
It's about trying new things. It's about putting yourself out there. And it's about dancing to the beat of your own drum, quite literally.
It's such an amazing book. And the thing is, like, Ruby can't appreciate it yet, but like, I'm reading it for myself. All Ruby wants to read is Brown Bear, Brown Bear. What do you see? And I just want to say,
Do you have a page in your book that's upside down?
which page?
One of the pages in my Brown Bear book is like printed upside down. I don't know if that's part
Is it one of the
book.
animals?
Yeah.
No.
It's like the white bird or something. It's upside down. I think it's an error.
Is the text upside down?
I can't remember, but it felt like an error. I'm glad if you don't have it, then it's an error.
No, I don't have it.
Printing.
I wish like he wasn't so obsessed with it. Like, it's not that good.
I see children.
No, okay. And so the whole point of the book is like you're asking Brown Bear, what do you see? The Brown Bear sees a red bird. What does the red bird see? A yellow duck. It's a way for like animals and colors. I get it. And then the very last animal, it's like, what do you see? It's like, I see a teacher looking at me. Why Why would the teacher be in the zoo? Okay. Then the teacher's like, teacher, what do you see? And the teacher's like, well, I see children looking at me. So I think it's about like a class trip to a zoo. And it's like, children, what do you see? And then they name all of the things. And a teacher, that's what we see. And it's like, the book doesn't end. It's just like, it's not good.
I don't understand how that book got so popular and got so much market share. Like, I feel like if someone set out to write that book right now, like a nobody, say I was writing a children's book and that's what I wrote, nobody would buy it. Nobody would read it. It's like not a good book, but it's just ubiquitous.
It is the David Letterman.
It's an
of
industry
children's
plan.
Books. David Letterman could never get famous today, like when the pool is much wider. Brown Bear would never succeed in today's economy. There are too many good new authors.
It's an industry plan, I think.
Giraffes can't dance. Of course. Let's remind, it's right behind Jackie. The best book ever written is The Camper and the Counselor. I actually need a copy for while I'm here.
Yeah. Grab it.
So that's Koji's Corner today.
I love that. You know, I could dissect children's books all day, every day. I've, said we should do a Patreon on it, and I was struck down. But
I stand by that, but maybe I'm wrong. Without
further ado, it is time for the Fast 5 stories that you need to know.
And the Fast 5 stories that you need to know is brought to you by Taylor Farms. We are so in our healthy era, and Taylor Farms is such an amazing partner for that. So obviously eating salads isn't always the most fun and adventurous kind of daring thing to do, but Taylor Farms really makes it fun while also really convenient. So the Taylor Farms chopped salad kits make it super easy to get your salad together. They come in tons of different flavors. Beyond, they've got the classics, they've got the Caesar, but they really get a little funky, which I like because salads can very quickly become boring. They've got avocado ranch, Mediterranean crunch, of course, a standard sweet kale Caesar. Super fresh, crisp, delicious. Your whole family will love it. What Taylor Farms, it's salad in a bag, which I do think for years has had a bit of a stigma. Crusty, musty, not the freshest, not Taylor Farms. Everything you think you know about salad in a bag, throw it out. Taylor Farms, pre-washed, pre-chopped, really fun ingredients, really different, fun recipes. There's no chopping, slicing, or leaving half a cabbage in your fridge. Greens are yummy. Dressing, toppings, everything comes with the salad. You don't really even need to put it in a bowl. You can if you want to, but a lot of people eat them right out of the bag. They offer an expansive portfolio of flavors with so many different options to choose from. 28 chopped salad kits, 10 salad kits, 6 organic chopped kits, and 9 mini chopped kits. So there's really something for every appetite and occasion. Grab a Taylor Farms chopped salad kit today and get your salad together. Today's episode is also brought to you by Fora. You live for planning the perfect trip, the thrill of comparing hotels, scoring the impossible reservation, piecing together an unforgettable itinerary. You already think like a travel advisor, so why not become one? Fora is a modern travel agency built for people who love to plan travel and help others travel well. Their tech platform, training, and community gives you everything that you need to turn a passion for travel into planning a flexible, meaningful stream of income. So as a Fora advisor, you get best-in-class training, powerful booking technology, and a vibrant global community of experts and fellow advisors who share their real insider knowledge to help you launch and grow your own travel business with confidence. With access to more than 7,000 preferred travel partners from iconic brands to boutique gems, you will unlock VIP perks like upgrades, resort credits, late checkout, giving you and your clients the kind of elevated travel experience that regular travelers simply do not get. Every hotel, cruise, or activity that you book as a Fora advisor earns you money in the form of a commission or percentage of the booking cost. So get started. It can be as easy as booking trips for people you already know. Now's the time to finally turn your passion for travel into a fulfilling business with Fora. Become a Fora advisor today at foratravel.com/toast. That's Fora travel.com/toast. And make sure to tell them that we sent you when you go to Fora Travel, FORATRAVEL.com/toast, foratravel.com/TOAST. Today's episode is also brought to you by Hungry Root. Sometimes you just don't have the time or the brain space for proper meal planning, but that can change thanks to Hungry Root. It is the easiest way to eat healthy. So Hungry Root basically works like a personal nutrition coach and a shopper all in one by planning, recommending, and shopping everything for you. They take care of your weekly meal planning, recommending healthy recipes, tailoring to your tastes, nutrition preferences, and health goals. So Hungry Root makes it very simple to eat healthier without overthinking it. So whether you're just trying to eat cleaner, go high protein, cut down on inflammation, or just get meals that fit your preferences and restrictions, Hungry Root does it all for you. So it's the shopping, the planning, the cooking. It can be really stressful, but this is simple. Just tell them what you like, what you don't like, what your goals are, and they will fill your cart with personalized recommendations. It gets smarter with every order as they learn more and more about you, what you love, what you don't love. So unlike other food delivery services, they have over 50,000 recipes to choose from each week. There's something for every taste, every nutritional preference, and unlike what you find in the grocery store, they have no junk ingredients in any of their food. They only source high-quality meat and seafood with no hormones or antibiotics. So most resolutions die within a few weeks of the new year. Don't be a stereotype, you guys. Head over to Hungry Root and take advantage of our exclusive offer. For a limited time, get 40% off your first box, plus get a free item in every box for life when you go to hungryroot.com/toast. Use code TOAST. That's hungryroot.com/TOAST. Code is TOAST, TOAST, to get that 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life at hungryroot.com/toast. Code TOAST.
Thank you, Turt.
You're welcome.
Our first story, a little media news. Alix
media.
Earle is launching a new YouTube interview series called Get Real With Me.
So I was wrong. I just want to say, I do believe that the project she was teasing is this YouTube series. Myself and a lot of other people thought it was like a brand from her, which I do believe we'll get eventually, whether it's skincare or makeup. But I was wrong. Just saying.
She's launched like Hot Mess Media, so she's changed the name of Hot Mess to become Hot Mess Media, and under that she is launching Get Real With Me, which is a new monthly.
I didn't realize she was like creating a TNN. I thought it was just like Hot Mess is now turning into Get Ready With Me.
Yeah, no, and she's keeping the name and just sort of merging. Plus, Get Real With Me is a monthly YouTube series that elevates like the viral Get Ready With Me TikTok videos she makes into a full-fledged conversation show. The series will launch on Thursday, January 15th with an episode featuring her close friend, creator and comedian Jake Shane, with an additional guest set to appear on a monthly basis. It will stream on YouTube and across all video podcast platforms. It is presented by Hot Mess Media with Abigail Lowenthal executive producing. It's filmed in a custom-built dressing room style studio in West Hollywood.
It was gorgeous.
It's designed to feel stripped back. It features a one-way mirror, hidden cameras, and vanity embedded microphones. So it's really like a set, not like two people at a microphone aware that they're at a microphone. They're like getting ready and talking.
Doing makeup and stuff.
In a pargy manner. It really feels like Hailey Bieber's What's in My Bathroom or Welcome to My
Yeah, I don't know if Hailey Bieber does that anymore, which is a shame because it was great.
I feel like she does it when she feels like it.
Right. This is a monthly installment, which I do feel like it's hard for people, when you come from the internet, like for people to get excited about a monthly thing. They're used to like, 5 Alix videos a day and 1 podcast a week. Sometimes most podcasts now do 2 a week. So the frequency is, I don't think, ideal for fans of hers, but something so high quality obviously takes more. And she also just has like a lot on her plate. And I appreciate her not overcommitting. A lot of people are like, yeah, I could do a podcast a week. And like, you can't. So I appreciate her not overcommitting. And I think maybe if it's successful, she'll go maybe now to 2 a month or 1 a week. But I feel like it's a lot of hoopla for one thing a month,
Yeah.
Like a lot of work, a lot of money.
I guess she has
production.
other stuff on her YouTube channel. So she's like creating other content.
Right.
She does vlogs and stuff. So like one piece of content a month will be this. And it is very high quality. And I guess if she was doing a guest a week, like that is so much. Like then you're a talk show, and then that's your full-time job. And this is not her full-time job.
No. And I do feel like we are reaching a boiling point with celebrity interview shows. Like we were just talking yesterday about Pete Davidson. I feel like that's why it was like hard to get excited about, because yes, Pete is great, but it's like, how many podcasts can celebrities go on? It's now becoming where people aren't even tuning in, with the exception of a couple of people like Amy Poehler. I think people tune in for her. It's just about like who the guest is, and I'll go watch this show one week and this show another week. It's like a little uninspired, the whole like celebrity interview thing. Not to say that about Alix though. I do think that she's on this very unique cusp of like celebrity and digital talent. So her having like Jake Shane is a great, and I'm sure she'll get like a Hailey Bieber, but also, go internet too. So I think it's great, but I do think we're reaching like some sort of boiling point with interview shows.
Well, I think when it comes to like traditional celebrities, they go on to promote their project and it's not about like conversations. It's just like they're talking about the talking points, and you can't take your talking points to like every single show because everyone's tired of hearing it. But like, when it's someone who has like personality or an interesting story, and it's like, it's just conversations. You could do conversations forever. So and it's like interview, it does run dry. But if you're a good conversationalist and you can just like put out an hour-long like interesting piece of content, I think that could go on forever.
I do also think the concept of Hot Mess Media is really interesting. Like, is she going to be launching other content, like maybe Ashton? Like, I'm curious. I feel like that's not worth her time as just like a media personality. It's like a lot of management, and it is almost impossible to do it successfully. Like, with the exception of like Dear Media, I can't think of another like celebrity, or Bill Simmons, The Ringer. That's like, that's what everyone, I think that's the model, right? When you do that.
Yes.
Where you have a successful podcast and then you create a media company. It's almost impossible. And very successful people, smart people do it. And I think that they struggle with it. It's hard to manage talent. It's hard to make your listeners want to listen to another show. Like, Unwell comes to mind. Vile Files, they have like a little network. And I don't think that their shows are particularly successful outside of Vile Files. Not a ton of Unwell shows have popped off, and that's like the biggest, and baddest to do it. And I can't think of an example where it's TNN. Like, it's so hard.
Yeah, it is really hard. I imagine for Alix, I don't imagine she'll get into the business of like talent management and like bringing on other shows and creators, but like anything she does will now be produced by Hot Mess. So like even if she did a reality show, I mean, people have been saying like Earle Girls Forever, like that would be a Hot Mess production.
I like that.
It just is something to like own everything that she's a part of.
Yeah, I guess I'm thinking like more minutia, like podcasts.
Yeah.
Where I feel like it's almost impossible to do. Dear Media. Did I say that already? That's a good example of like a show that built a ton of other shows. But I would say like 9 times out of 10 they fail. But you're right. I'm thinking more kind of like Margot Robbie. Her production company produces every movie, every commercial, everything that she does. Yeah, it's not just
to put
digital
your stamp
content
on something, like get a piece of it. At this point, she's owed a piece of anything that she's doing, even if it's a commercial. Yep. It should be a Hot Mess production.
It's like when you watch any Taylor Swift music video, it's produced by Taylor Swift Productions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised she went with the name Hot Mess still.
I know.
Because when I saw this story first, I'm like, get real with me. That's great.
It's a great name.
Alix Earle, and it's so conversation. And
Get Ready With Me is like such an internet thing.
And what we're doing here is we're getting real and we're getting ready. Like, it's actually brilliant. And it made me feel like, oh, you know what? Hot Mess, what was that? That was kind of a mess. And who wants to be a hot mess? And then I kept reading the article and it's now Hot Mess Media. Like,
I know. And I think that like Hot Mess is really associated with a lot of like the drama from the Unwell Network. And I feel like it was maybe representative of her when she was in like her college year. But she's been talking about a lot how like, she's was in this like long-term relationship, and she's now like much more focused on like family and business and health, and she's not a hot mess anymore. So I feel like, when you build something, you feel like attached to we had it with the breath. Like we couldn't even imagine.
You couldn't pry the breath from what?
We were devastated when we couldn't get the IP.
I was actually thinking, that trend, and do that again.
Yeah.
Like,
I know. What are you singing?
Like, the song "Time Casts a Spell on," the trend that's going on in your 20s. Someone will in your 20s.
You will lose the IP to a show called The Morning Breath. It is important that you don't care. That's a good one.
And then with like
let's make it
with a montage of like toast, but like, oh my God, you don't understand. The day we found out that we could not have the name The Morning Breath,
screaming on the couch, screaming.
We thought it was all over. We thought that was literally the key to that it was the best, smartest thing we ever did.
And I get it, because like sometimes you're so attached to IP. That was the whole Call Her Daddy drama with Sophia and Alix. And you know what? That IP proved to be extremely valuable. So like, keeping it was important. So it's not a ubiquitous all the time, but I do think she could have left it behind. I think when I think of it, I think a lot of like, the podcast drama. I don't think it represents her now as like a woman, but whatever.
I just thought that was like interesting to note.
Get Real With Me is a great title.
And I think a first episode with Jake Shane is a great start. It's going to be fun, and it'll give us a taste of like what we can expect, Yeah,
I'm curious like who the other guests are.
Yeah.
Like if it's going to be more digital. We got to have Ashton, of course.
Yeah, but I don't think that's what this is. Like she can get real with Ashton all day, every day. Yeah. Okay, are you ready for our next story? Mm-hmm. Harry Styles announces his new disco-themed album ahead of his MSG residency. Harry Styles announced on Thursday that he will be releasing his 4th record called Kiss All the Time, Disco Occasionally. So it is a disco album featuring a glittering disco ball during the sunrise, and it will be out March 6th.
Obsessed with the concept of a disco album. I feel like disco is so back, right? Mm-hmm. All the kids are like remixing ABBA and, Saturday Night Fever. Love it. It's very on the nose. And if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be Harry, like with his outfits and stuff. The title of this album, like, I don't understand. And not me, like, breaking my neck to read it. Did you see, like, because it's written in a circle. So I'm like, kiss everything. No, it was, what is it?
Kiss all the time,
but
period.
Okay, but I didn't
occasionally. No, I don't.
But I didn't know where the first word was, so I was like, all the kiss time.
You're not meant to. If I hadn't known that was the title, I don't know what I wouldn't know that that's the title. I would have just thought it was like a weird stamp in the corner.
And then we've got like Harry cut out and pasted on the bottom left corner. It's definitely a weird cover.
I think the cover is atrocious. Okay. Actually, I don't even think that's a hot take. I haven't seen anyone talking about it, but I think this is the stupidest cover I ever saw.
Okay, I didn't want to be like overwhelmingly negative, so I was like over here saying it's weird, but I agree, it's awful.
And there's so much you could do. First of all, he's like the most handsome man on the planet. Give us your face.
Of course. I do think sometimes people don't want to rest on their laurels of good looks, so they get a little creative.
Like this cover makes no sense. It looks like it was made in pic art and...
No, you know what it's giving, Jackie?
Pee-pee poo-poo.
Oh. Pick Monkey.
Yeah.
Remember Pick Monkey?
Yeah. It's like word art. It is... If I just saw this cover, I would say Harry is having a pee-pee poo-poo moment.
Although we know, like, this is going to be an amazing album. Like, disco, Harry's really not capable of flopping. So, like...
If I saw this album, I would think it's giving Harry Styles and his dead pets.
Yeah,
just
it is.
Saying.
I totally agree. The pee-pee poo-poo element of this album cover cannot be overstated.
I know. And I want to, like, not... talk about it, but we don't have a first single. We have nothing.
No, he just dropped it on his Instagram, and I was like, what am I looking at?
You are looking at potentially Harry Styles' pee-pee poo-poo era.
Pee-pee poo-poo and his dead pets.
I just want to let you know. So we'll see when the first single drops, like we'll see if it's real music, but this just looks like I'm in the studio, I'm on drugs, and I'm putting out a fart.
I just want to say, I'm almost like 100% sure like it's a real album. It's an album that feels like a real album. I don't think it's pee-pee poo-poo.
What was the last album that came out that we thought was pee-pee poo-poo? Justin Bieber? Swag. I'm cracking up. Swag. It did give pee-pee poo-poo because he didn't like announce it. He just like released it with a billboard and it was confusing. But he was also acting pee-pee poo-poo. Harry hasn't been acting. He's in a stable relationship. He wears trench coats and walks around the city. Like he hasn't been giving pee-pee poo-poo. Justin Bieber was leading up to his album giving like on the fritz of some sort of manic episode. But just take your time, honey. I get it. It wasn't pee-pee poo-poo and it got nominated for a Grammy. Okay. Good luck to Harry.
The way you got it all in my head. I love that song. I think I'd rather you in my bed. Slay. Just take your time, honey. I get it. I would love to learn how to play the drums. I think there's something so sick. And I do have a lot of rhythm. Like, I'm joking. Like, you guys are going to think I'm joking, but I'm not. I'm very musically inclined. Like, I hear the ones and the twos. Like,
as do I.
Yeah, like music theory. Like,
I don't have pitch, but I've got the 5, 6. I've got the 8 count.
I like when they say, like, I have beat. I have rhythm.
That's another great book that I couldn't find on Amazon, but it was like Harry's favorite when he was baby. It's called Bubby's Got the Beat. You would love it.
Oh, I'm familiar with it.
You know it?
Yeah, where they're like getting ready for Shabbat.
Yep, walking with my family.
Yeah.
Looking mighty neat. Gonna see my Bubby. She's got the beat.
Ugh, those inclusive Jewish books are
but
so good.
It's such a good book. I actually couldn't find it. I need to go back to the store where I first bought it, but it was like 4 years ago or... Yeah.
We'll find it.
We need to find it. It's the best book ever. And the kids would like love it now.
So back to me playing drums really quick.
I think, well, we were talking about this on the Patreon yesterday.
Like
about
hobbies.
Things you want to learn. Like if you want to learn how to play drums, like if you meant that, do it.
So the only thing is I do feel I'm well equipped to be like an actually good drummer. I love music. I've got the beat. Like I said, I find myself like.
Oji's got the beat.
I'm always like tip tapping, you know, like a song's on. I'm like, you know,
yeah.
Except I do believe it takes enormous arm strength to be a successful drummer. Like you have to be able to
that
like.
Could be your workout.
I know. It's like I really struggle to hold Ruby. Like my arms are killing me. I literally have to go to the gym just to get in shape to hold Ruby. So I do feel like that would be the one thing holding me back. I would have to drum for like only short songs.
And you would be drumming to what end? Like to put on a concert for your family? Like would you join like a little garage band? What would bring you joy?
That's a really good question. Like for what?
Like you say you were taking lessons to play the drums and you were able to do it. Would you get a drum set for your home to just like hobby drum? Would you join a band? Like what would you want to do with this skill? Because drummers kind of like need a community. It's not
such
a solo act.
Like why do I want to learn drums? Like
right.
These violent ends have violent beginnings. Like what's the purpose? Cause and effect. Kal v'chomer.
Yeah. What would you do with that skill? It's not like you could like drum on the show.
Because to be clear, I have no interest in being in a band as anything other than lead singer. Like, are you guys crazy?
Of course.
Or it's like really sick when people like drum and sing at the same time. But again, I'm so out of shape that takes. I actually just saw a video of Hunter Hayes doing it because I'm obviously on Hunter Hayes Talk, and he does this sing at his concerts when he plays like his biggest song. Crazy. And for the last chorus, he sits down and he's like, and I don't want it. And like, it's actually sick.
Is he on tour right now?
Yeah, I'm going to a show in April now that I've been connected with him because we spoke about him on the podcast. Did I tell you that him and I are messaging?
Well, I saw that he clipped our thing and then we DM'd just a tiny bit.
Yeah, but he knows I live in New York. So.
I didn't know there were shows to be going to.
Yeah, April.
Oh, well, I'll check it out. Like, I would literally
come to town.
He's on my list of like Rascal Flatts, Kelly Clarkson, will fly for Hunter Hayes.
I think it's going to be an amazing concert, and like the fact that, like that it's in New York and it's a country artist, we're going to get like an intimate venue. I don't know where it is, but I don't think it's like a huge. Like, it's going to be great.
Wow. Okay.
I know it's crazy. Maybe Hunter will teach me how to play drums.
Maybe if you learn the drums in time for April, like you could go on stage.
Love.
Are you ready for our next story?
Yeah.
Caitlyn Jenner is giving her seal of approval to Kylie and Timothée. I mean, how could you not? But
a parent's literally like a father's dream.
Yeah. Caitlyn was caught up with paparazzi at the airport. She told the Daily Mail.
Was she wearing hokas?
She was wearing sneakers.
She loves a sensible like shoe.
She is an athlete.
She's an athlete, first of all. She's also like an older woman, so you know, you've got to get your orthotic, like, and when she wore hokas to the Kardashian, like, goodbye El Dorado party, and they, like, showed her hokas first, I was cracking up. I wondered if that was, like, sponsored. It was such a good ad. They looked like brand new hokas.
I need brand new hokas.
Let me see what she's...
I'm classic Caitlyn fit.
I don't think those are hokas. So she was what, like paparazzi?
Yeah, paparazzi. Daily Mail was asking her about Kylie and Timothée, and she said, I just want my daughter to be happy, and she is, and I like that. She called Timothée a great kid and a phenomenal actor before revealing that she has seen his new movie, Marty Supreme.
I gotta see Marty Supreme. Like, it's just like holding me back from living my truest. And the more I learn about it, it's annoying. Like, I keep getting things spoiled, like that Fran Drescher's in it. Like,
oh, thanks for spoiling that.
And then
Robert Pattinson.
And
now
like,
stop.
Okay. That's all I know. I'm just I would like to have learned these things on my own. And Kevin O'Leary. Like, I didn't know that. Did you?
Like, I did, but I already forgot it. And can you stop?
Yeah, sorry. Sorry.
I love Kevin O'Leary.
I do wonder, like, if Kate gets together with Timothée and Kylie and what they do together. I could see them, like, all going, like, ATV riding or whatever.
Yeah. I feel
that's
like,
so Kendall.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like this relationship is any parent's dream. Like, they're together 3 years. She seems so happy. He's so, like,
stable.
Proud of her, with her. What's bad to say, but I also feel like Caitlyn, she's kind of giving Donna Kelsey here, where it's like she's not giving a lot because she's scared. And
so it's like, oh, do you hate Timothée or are you being protective?
So it comes off as, like, aloofness, but it's mostly like, I'm just trying to honor their privacy because they're the most private couple in the world.
That is the Donna Kelsey effect. Like, do you hate this person or are you scared? Blink if you hate her and just don't if you are scared.
So I think Donna was scared, and I think Caitlyn was as scared as Caitlyn could be, and just like doesn't want to piss off her daughters.
And now having watched like 3 episodes of Traitors with Donna Kelsey in it and like understanding like she's clearly like a scared person. It's insane that she would sign up for Traitors or just like even like any opportunity in the public life because she's not really made for it. And now I feel even more certain than ever, like anytime she was asked in the beginning of like the Taylor days that like she was crapping her pants. Yeah. Like she was so scared.
I don't think she's made for it, but I think for her to have these opportunities at like this stage in her life, it's like
it's inconceivable.
It's YOLO. Like my favorite show wants me on. Like, let's go for 2 days and see how the sauce gets me.
She's just having fun.
Yeah.
She's also like a single woman, right? Their parents are divorced.
Yeah.
So she's just living life. She's literally on her Eat, Pray, Love.
Right. So like when she's going on Today's Show and they're asking her about Taylor, it's like, sure, she's not cut out for the Today Show, but like, you know,
she's
YOLO.
Forrest Gump.
I think she's in her YOLO era.
Yeah. But she's Forrest Gump. Like she just found herself at the center of this like
at the center of culture.
Yeah. And she does not know what to do with it quite yet.
Mm-hmm.
So she's just having fun.
Yeah. Are you ready for our next story? Number 4. Mm-hmm. New twist in the Ashley Tisdale toxic mom group drama.
What?
Movie executives are eyeing a film version.
Oh, God. Okay.
I disagree with you. I think this would be our favorite kind of movie. I know we're sick of like this particular
Is Ashley
group.
Tisdale like executive producing it?
No. So other producers are interested in like turning the blog post into a movie. That's kind of what happened with Anna Delvey.
Yeah,
remember?
yeah.
It was originally just like someone wrote up what happened with their crazy friend Anna. People bought it and then turned it into a movie. So I guess in this instance, like they would be buying Ashley's thing and she would be a part of it. But you could also just make a movie about inspired by a toxic mom group. This is our favorite genre.
I mean, I feel like it would kind of be a good horror movie. You know what I mean?
No, it would be our favorite kind of movie.
like rich mothers.
Women like doing things and fighting.
I guess.
There does need to be a murder.
Right. Or like a lesbian triangle of some sorts. And that could be like the source of the toxicity.
Yeah.
As it stands now, it's just like Ashley's feelings, which doesn't sound like an interesting movie. But
what did Ashley do? You know? What was the
maybe
incident?
It's like one of those books where it's like two different POVs. It's like Ashley's telling her POV about like how all these girls are being mean to her, and then it turns out like Ashley's actually in an institution. You know,
it's also like that episode of 30 Rock where it's like Liz was the bully the whole time. Like she remembers high school where everyone bullied her, but it turned out like she was the asshole.
All roads lead back to an episode of 30 Rock. That is the funniest episode where she goes to a reunion and she brings Jack because she's like afraid of all these bullies. And they're like, what are you talking about? You were the meanest bitch ever. Liz is like, what are you talking about? You guys all bullied me. They were like, you bullied us. Like, oh my God, literally, I'm still in therapy, Liz. That is the funniest fucking episode.
I feel like that's what this could be. And so they'll obviously play it up for a movie, but like what was the incident that got Ashley like isolated from the group? And plus the fact that they're celebrities. So like any toxic mom group, like if someone exits, like nobody cares.
Right.
But I think there's a lot here for a movie and our favorite kind of film. I know
it sounds like kind of like Hunting Wives-ish.
Hunting
that was
Wives,
a toxic mom group,
Big
actually.
Little Lies.
Yeah.
I know we're fatigued by this particular story and Ashley Tisdale French herself.
Well, I just don't want Ashley involved in the creative. Like, do you know what I mean? Because then it's biased.
Yeah, but I do think that they are going to like use her blog post because that's the only material on the matter.
So I got two pieces of information actually about this mom group. And I feel like
you could share the first one you got.
Okay.
You kind of got it from like an anonymous source.
I did, but I verified it's like an extremely legitimate source. I just want to say like what I heard was that all alleged.
It's not Hillary who's the mean girl.
Right. Like the media and I think people like Ashley just let people think that, of course, like the most famous Hillary, like she's at the helm of the mean side. And what I heard from actually a pretty legitimate source is that Hillary is like so not the mean girl. She literally doesn't even care. It's, you know, the one who cooks. Allegedly.
Ben Saffer.
And then what I also heard, and I won't say because I don't know if like this 100%, but there is an extremely famous person in this mom group who hasn't been named. People don't realize that she's also a part of this group.
That's proprietary information. So for that, like,
yeah.
But yeah. I would watch this movie or something.
I would
watch it just to wrap it up.
Yeah, if they give it like a good, the Big Little Lies treatment.
Yeah.
I feel that.
That's our favorite.
Of course.
Are you ready for our fifth and final story?
I am.
Jennifer Lawrence thinks she missed out on a role in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood because trolls said that she was not pretty enough to play Sharon Tate.
Now, I feel like every day this week we've been like, you know, remarking on something Jennifer Lawrence has said. And up until this point, like I was with her. # I'm with her. At this point, it's giving like, you know, fishing for compliments. Like, obviously, you're prettier than Sharon Tate. Like, please stop.
Well, I don't know, prettier than Sharon Tate.
No, she's like, I'm not pretty enough. I'm like, no, you.
No, and like
are.
the role went to Margot Robbie, who's like equally pretty. Like Jennifer,
I wouldn't say that Margot Robbie is like insanely more pretty than Jennifer Lawrence. Like these are two of the most beautiful women. Like,
right. It's just a matter of like scheduling.
And I'm like already dealing with my own like self-confidence issues. I actually really don't want to talk about this. I feel like it's going to be damaging to my self-worth.
I feel like you might enjoy bits and bobs. There's a couple things here. Jennifer Lawrence is doing press for her movie, so she's giving a lot of interviews, and she's a very quotable woman because, you know,
big personality.
She says what's on her mind. And she was asked about Quentin Tarantino's interest in working with her and if she would ever work with Tarantino. And she said that he did want her to star in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but she believes the online reactions to her potential casting are what dissuaded him. She said then everyone was like, she's not pretty enough to play Sharon Tate. And then they didn't cast her. She said, I'm pretty sure it's true, or it's that thing where I've been telling the story this way for so long that I believe it. No, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Or he was just never considering me for the part, and the internet just like went out of their way to call me ugly.
So I don't remember this. And I feel like when there is, you know, negative things to say about Jennifer Lawrence, and, you know, I don't have anything negative to say, but the internet does, like, you know, every now and then say, like, you know, she's annoying, she tripped, right? Like, remember that? And they say, you know, people started a bunch of rumors about her as it related to Harvey Weinstein. I've never heard anybody say that she's not pretty.
Yeah.
So like this, I feel like this is maybe like a figment of her imagination.
I agree, but that's how like she really experienced it. It really feels like that's what she thinks happened. I would give a little bit more credit to Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, I don't know the man. I just don't think he cares that much about what like mentally ill stans have to say on Twitter.
And if he thinks someone's the right person for the role, you know, I always see this like fun fact about Inglourious Basterds that they almost didn't make the movie because they could not find the right actor to play
Christoph Waltz.
Yeah.
I mean, he's one of a kind. I don't know if he won any awards, but the way he sends a fucking chill down my spine, like the second, au revoir, Shoshana. That is like when it comes to like, you know, what they'll watch in acting school, it is Christoph Waltz as the Nazi.
Right. So Quentin, who almost shelved a whole project because he couldn't get the casting right, isn't going to take casting direction from the internet. But I guess like Jen heard that she was up for it and then saw that, and that's how she saw it play out.
But she might have just lost the role. Like,
I'm going to give Quentin more credit than that. I am. And then also she said...
Jackie, the man decided to like pick up and move to Tel Aviv. He obviously does not care what people think of him.
Right. She also said that she was offered the role of Daisy in his movie The Hateful Eight, which ultimately went to Jennifer Jason Leigh. She said, I turned it down. I should not have done that.
That means nothing to me. I don't know what that movie is.
I don't know.
I thought you were saying Daisy in Daisy Jones and the Six, which honestly... She would have been great.
She would have been great. She would have been really great. No, Hateful Eight came out in 2015, so like I wasn't paying attention.
I love when people
But I think it was like he's done 9 movies. Each one is
bigger and better than the next.
So I think to miss out on a Quentin project is a mistake.
This is what we call, miscasting news. What do we call it?
Almost
casting news. One of my favorites when like celebrities who made it and they're fine do tell us like the big things they missed out on.
Yeah. And it makes you like realize like, oh, they're all kind of interchangeable. Like they could have been great in that.
Yeah. With the exception of like 3 movies. Titanic.
Miscast?
No. I just mean like if you miss that one, you should feel bad.
Oh, but I also feel like if someone else played Rose or Jack, the movie still would have been great. That's what I mean by interchangeable. I don't feel personally connected to like Kate Winslet as Rose. Leo as Jack maybe more.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel most connected to, of course, Victor Garber.
Of course.
No one else could have played that role.
Of course. The worst captain of all time.
And I do think the film would have suffered. Like, it would not be the Titanic.
Though I do think he went down with the ship.
Right, he didn't get on a life raft.
He didn't get it, but there was a guy who got on a life raft who was, like, responsible for the sinking.
Insane.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's, like, a lot of survivor's guilt with the Titanic.
Do you think that if you were alive in 1912, correct? Like, do you think you would have gotten on the Titanic? No, I feel like you're like, you don't like to be the first.
My personality is not, we're going, like, that's like people who go to space right now.
I don't know if I've said this before, but if I was alive in 1912, like Brian Kelly 100% would have invited me on the Titanic and I would have went.
I don't think you would have went, but you would have been invited. And then you always would have said, like, I was invited.
Oh my God, my dinner party trick. Like, did you guys hear about that boat?
Like, I was invited on the Titanic.
Yeah.
But I couldn't go.
Yeah, because I podcast every day.
That's what I think would have happened. I would not have gone, no.
That's interesting.
Though I am.
I feel like I'm having deja vu that we had this conversation once before. And I asked, like, I literally texted Brian and was like, if you were alive in 1912, do you think you would have gone on the Titanic? He would have.
But I also feel like the Titanic was very much like a means of getting somewhere, not just like a fun thing to do.
So unless you had to get to New York.
And he's more in the business of fun things, like traveling for fun.
Right. And wasn't it leaving London?
Yeah, it was leaving the UK, coming to America.
So
made a couple stops along the coast.
Oh, really? So were there people who like got off the Titanic?
No. It was picking people up. Like everyone was going to the US, but from a couple ports.
Picking up more victims.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, those are the Fast 5 stories. The show is not over yet because it is time for Queenie and Weenie of the Week. Every Friday, Jackie and I just like to tie up the week with a little bow with a segment we call Queenie and Weenie of the Week. It's extremely self-explanatory. We give out 2 awards. Queenie of the Week and Weenie of the Week. Again, you're Queenie, you might be Queenie. You are a Weenie, you might be Weenie. Let's start. What do we want to start with? Queenie?
Queenie. I have 2 Queenies, if I may.
Please.
My first Queenie is someone who really influenced my week for the better. Mood booster, if you will, and that's Pitbull. I was listening to old Pitbull music, and he's just such a king. The music is so good. His lyrics are so funny. He's just cracking me up. Like, that sort of energy, positivity.
Yes.
I love it. And then I saw a story today that I didn't pick as a story because I was going to share it during my Queenie, which is that he's going on tour, a North American tour with Lil Jon. And I actually think I'm going to go.
I have to tell you.
I think he's now an artist I will travel for.
We have had this conversation before, and it was like a little bit jokey, like we're going to see Pitbull in concert. People flooded to the comments being like, I have to tell you, I saw Pitbull in concert, like I got free tickets from work or whatever, and it was the best concert they'd ever been to. He should have a Vegas residency.
He should do the Super Bowl. I was listening to his discography. He's worked with everyone. He would bring out so many guests. I have said this for years. Nobody listens to me.
Wait, we have like a hall of fame of people who haven't done the Super Bowl yet. Obviously, like Taylor Swift, Kelly Clarkson, Pink, Pitbull.
Every time I say Pitbull, nobody's listening.
I've never heard you say that. No,
nobody's listening. So he is one of my Queenies of the week for making my commute so pargy and reminding me like why
I got up in the morning.
Why he is who he is.
Love that.
My other Queenie of the week is Sydney Sweeney. For meeting with the two hostages, Noah and Avina Tan. And she just like does not give a fuck.
Yeah.
And it's very refreshing in this cold, cold world.
Yeah.
Who's your Queenie?
Who was my Queenie? I wrote it down, but I want to see if I can remember it. A little brain camp.
Brain camp. The word I was looking for yesterday, I think it was on the Patreon when I was looking for a word and we were talking about traders, was wild card.
Oh, I remember. Brain camp. Okay. My Queenie of the week is not a person. It's not a place. It's more of a thing. It is this 2016 trend. All week, people have been sharing like throwback pictures. When I tell you this trend, and I think trends are stupid. Like I'm not ever one to be like, I love this trend. It's bringing me so much joy. One, it's like, we're getting our shine as millennials. Like, yes. And it just reminded me of like simpler times. And it, like, obviously people in my, close peripheral friends and family, like sharing, and then I seeing like old pictures of myself. But I've really been enjoying other people's. I feel like we get to a boiling point with trend that like everybody does it, every like brand, and I'm like so over it. No, the brands are doing it. I'm loving it. Like it's a trip down such a fun time in my life that I've been getting a lot of joy from it.
I agree. I'm really enjoying other people's family and friends. I see myself and also
love.
Remembering the good old days. But other influencers who, one, either I did follow, I'm like, oh my God, yeah, you used to do that.
Shout out to Amanda Stanton. Did you see hers?
Oh no, but I was thinking of Jade Roper-Tolbert's, and it's such a time capsule.
Yes, literally Amanda Stanton's was like pictures of her and Lauren Lane, Ashley I from The Bachelor, her cover of Us Weekly, Why I Trust Josh. Okay, like I loved it. So usually like once like people, like everybody starts doing a trend, I like start to hate it. I cannot stop scrolling.
Oh, should I do it? I looked through my 2016 photos just to be like, oh, what was I doing? But I was like, oh no, I won't post, but maybe I should post.
You should. And you could look through like your Snapchat memories. Like that's a really good way to find stuff.
Yeah. Also, then there are people who I follow now who I didn't follow back then, who I'm like, oh, that's what you were up to.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So I agree. That's been a fun one.
Now, my Weenie of the week goes to Kiefer Sutherland, obviously for assaulting his Uber driver, as we reported yesterday, but obviously because that's bad, right? But more so, like he made me look bad because I'm always telling celebrities to take Ubers, and he did. And you
don't like that, and you don't take that lightly.
I don't. Yeah, I felt it was a personal assault, not only on the driver, but on me as well. What about you?
My Weenie.
Do you not have one?
I don't really have one because I was going to go for two Queenies.
Okay, also honorable mention to the person who designed Harry Styles' album. That's also like a Weenie.
Oh, yeah. Though I don't think it was like a person. I think it was like
a chatbot.
Hi, Harry.
Oh, wow. Jackie's really convinced this is a pee-pee poo-poo.
I'm not convinced, but I think that because I don't think he's at a place in his career where he's going to put out pee-pee poo-poo. But I do think everything that he's given us is pee-pee poo-poo, and we can't ignore that.
Yeah.
And we're just ignoring it because why? Because we like him?
Yeah, that's why.
And that's bias.
Yeah.
And we have to confront our biases.
Okay. Confront your biases, girl. Confront them. I love that. I love that.
So that's all.
Yeah, so sad. I hate to just, as they say, bidding is such sweet sorrow.
It is. But we're actually about to podcast right after this. We're doing a Patreon episode. So head over to patreon.com/toast if you want more toast, especially on Monday. We're not doing a show. So if you're like, oh, sad, no show, like there's literally 300 plus episodes on the Patreon.
Yeah, and today we'll be recording like a parenthood themed one because I'm just getting inundated with parenthood questions.
I also feel like I need to say this. I feel like when we talk about Patreon, if you've never heard of Patreon, you're like, what the hell is that? Mm-hmm. It's just like a website. You go to patreon.com/thetoast and you make a login, and literally it's like a blog full of like hundreds of podcast episodes.
Yeah, so it's $7.99 per month. And with that, you get 5 extra episodes every month from us, but you also get access to every month's 5 episodes for the last...
Yeah, you get everything that came before it.
There must be like 500 episodes on there now. There's vlogs, like famous ones, of course, The Great Chili Cook-Off, Jackie dressing me for St. Bart's, cleaning out closets.
So good.
Jackie's stroller reviews. We have like parenthood stuff. Olivia comes on, Ben comes on. We do cooking, and you can go back and watch all of it.
And it's much more personal, less like celebrity focused.
Even though we do then do episodes that are like pop culture, TV recap, deep dives on famous couples throughout history. We actually did do a famous couples throughout history episode.
We had to. We got really creative over there, and it's like don't be intimidated. It's just a website. And you can, or you could download the app, but it's like really easy to use. It's kind of like OnlyFans or Substack. It's just a subscription service.
And then once you do subscribe, you can get those episodes on like your Apple or Spotify. It's
if you're
super
tech
easy.
savy, like you could put the RSS into your podcast app.
It's super easy. And then you get access to our Facebook group too.
Oh, yeah,
which is just for Patreon members.
So just like, I just wanted to remind everyone.
Yeah. Well, that's our show, y'all. Thank you so much for listening to the Toast and Millennium Morning Show. We deliver the fast life stories you need to know every Monday through Friday on YouTube. So if you're watching us on YouTube, please feel free to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. We're also available as podcasts and where podcasts can be found. So Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Public Radio, iHeartRadio, CastBox, all the places where we listen to podcasts. Us to leave 5-star review about how beautiful, about how stunning, and about how wickedly talented we are. Hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Again, we are off on Monday for Martin Luther King Day, and we will see you on Tuesday.
Love ya. Bye.